Live every Monday at 8 p.m. Spiritual Coach Kristen and Coach Jocks, we are a global spiritual training academy, here to teach you nothing. Because the truth is, you already know. Our role? To help you remember your mission, your message, and the movement you were born to lead. Expand consciously, live authentically, discover your truth, enhance your gifts, master your superpowers. We are Lightworkers and bridge builders, united as a species of Earth, and together we are stronger. Together, we are one tribe.
Hello, welcome.
Hello.
Welcome to our Wednesday night live session where Luta Training Academy, Lightworkers United Training Academy is going live. And we are going to be teaching you and training you. And I believe our topic today is what is a lightworker and the hidden struggles of a lightworker. So we're going to have it in two sessions. Session 1 is going to be what is a lightworker. And we're going to go about 30 minutes on that. And then session 2 is going to be the hidden struggles of a lightworker. And we're going to go through those in a little more detail. And also know thy mind. So we're going to talk a lot about the mind on this training session. So we appreciate everyone, wherever you're tuning in from. Jax, do you have any upcoming news that you want to share? I think you have an event coming up, right?
If you're wanting to see us, I believe that you said that you were coming on September 6th at the Fenn Center in Fort Pierce. It is the Oddities Market. And you will be able to see us live and in person.
I'm so going, by the way, and I'm totally getting dressed up.
Oh, yes.
In Fort Pierce?
Fort Pierce.
Called the Oddities Market?
Yep, at the Fenn Center.
At the Fence?
Fenn, F-E-N-N.
F-E-N-E, Fenn Center. Okay, I'm getting dressed up. You're going to
F-E-N-N.
sit me on the ferry. I have some fun stuff. I like to get dressed up. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So we have apparently a booth there. I've decided to join Jax on this venture. So I'll be meeting and greeting and saying hello. And so Luta Live will be there. And Jax, I think you have a lot of your stuff from Sempure, your store, right? Mm-hmm. Will be there, crystals and
crystals.
What else?
I have tallow, candles, bracelets, intuitively done bracelets where you get to have them custom made right on the spot with like a little mini reading involved. So you can wear the beads that like you need during this time that you're going through. Incense, sage, all of the above.
Oh, okay. All right. Awesome. So that sounds fun. I love that. And then I have an event on September 21st. I'll be in Virginia Beach. I will be speaking at somewhere there that I need to get that.
Saturday or Sunday, but definitely during that weekend.
Yeah, I'll be there for Spirit Fest. And I believe I'm speaking Saturday at 2 p.m. I wonder if I should go live. I could set up a camera and go live. Do you think I'm even do I have enough courage to do that? I might. I'll think about it. Because my last live event maxed out and it was pretty fantastic. And I didn't record any of it.
And it's all channeled. So that it's not like you have something that's super scripted. It's just source coming through and saying, this is what the people need to know that are here right now. And by recording that, at the very least, if not necessarily live, you can take the recording and then post it. But that is definitely an idea to at least record what source is channeling through you.
All right. So we have a couple of people asking where the link is for this.
Yes, Colleen, I will post the event in the group. Absolutely. I am on dock in Cape Coral, Florida.
So
nice.
Where the link is if you go to the event, it says live training session. Here's the event. And you go to I know that I posted the link, Jax. Do you know where it is?
For the StreamYard link or YouTube link?
Well, the StreamYard link. Okay. We're going to try to find it because I know that I posted it.
Would it be this one if I put it in the comments?
The StreamYard one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's right there. See, I see it. So, I'm wondering, for those of you who are watching, if you go to Kristen Terrell Owsley, which is my profile page, it says I'm live, and the link is right there. Oh, shit. It's right there. I see the link. It's right in the front. Okay.
If you share that to the Luta group.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'll share that to the Luta group. Good idea.
Welcome in, Shanti. Welcome in, everybody that is joining.
Welcome in. Let's see. Here we go. We got that. Oh, there we go. That. We got the Fen Center. And I have some cool news that I'm just going to share. I decided to start posting in some of the higher, like the million groups and, Quantum Healing and Lightworkers United groups and all of that. And I've only posted maybe 3 times or 4 times. And the latest is 82,000 views, shares, and likes. And what's happened is even just one of the pages says that I had 300 shares. So cool. But what happened is that went out into their algorithm. And I think those people shared. And I think now, I don't know, if you got 82,000, is that considered almost like a viral thing? Almost, maybe. I'm wondering what it's going to look like in a week from now. Because I just did this week. So anyway, I'm pretty excited about that. Again, because what we're trying to do is bring all these light workers together. Now, the one thing that I can't do is I cannot promote us personally on these pages. So I can post valuable data and information. And it's all channeled because I've reread it the morning after it comes and it's channeling through, which is why people are resonating with it. But at the end, I can't put like, come and join us. Here's my link. Here's our group. So that all I can do is just try to get people to click.
But in the meme, you can.
I think I can try to put something in there.
Like,
I'm trying to get better.
You know how like when you create a meme and it says like at, and it puts like where they could be found, like at Luta One Tribe, like, and like branding the meme so that everybody that shares it, and you don't want to put it on the very, very bottom because then people crop it out.
Smart.
So
that makes
put
sense.
it in like a place where they can't crop it, and then everybody that's sharing it, 300 people that are sharing it out, will see at Luta One Tribe, and they're going to be like, "Oh, I want more of those memes."
And I put at the bottom, we are Luta One Tribe. That's what I've been doing because in the beginning I put hashtags, it wasn't getting posted. I put join us at Luta One Tribe, and it wasn't getting posted. I'd take all that out. The only thing I've been able to put is we are Luta One Tribe, and I'm like, please find us. Please come and find us. So when they click on my page, I try to put the group and I tried to put everything there. So again, because our group, our Luta One Tribe group, for anyone who's listening, that's kind of one of our most important home bases. So we're really trying to grow that particular group because that allows us to have this freedom to post what we wanted to have the largest reach. So that, and remember guys, YouTube is our second home base that we're really trying to work on growing. Oh, and more importantly, all right, look, we only have had it open a week, so don't judge us. So we have 17 people on there. We need 50 to go live, and we really want to go live from YouTube. So please share, please like, please tell your friends. We want to be able to go live on YouTube and start getting some followers on there. In fact, I'm going to go live just so anyone knows on TikTok tonight. So if you want to come and just chat, ask questions, get a reading, pull a card, and just chat with me, I'll be live on TikTok after this stream at Kristen Terrell Owsley. So find my name. I will get better at finding these locations, so bear with us. And having said that, Jax, what are you starting our class off with? What are you starting our training session off with tonight?
What we are talking about tonight is what is a light worker. So we're going to start off with everybody just taking a nice big deep breath in, because we're going to start off every kind of class with a cleansing, right? So we want to set the intention. So as we take a nice big deep breath in, we're going to set the intention of tonight we are diving into what it means to be a light worker and how you can begin to embody your light. And as you exhale the week and just be present. So we're going to take one more big deep breath in. Hold it for a couple of seconds and slowly release. Make sure that your shoulders are not touching your ears, and just kind of relax your shoulders down. Know that we're in a safe, sacred space, and we're just going to sit and we're going to chat. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to define what is a light worker, right? So the word is thrown around a lot, and this way we can kind of narrow down what the actual term, what is a light worker. And a light worker, when I've sat with this and I have meditated on it, it is someone who feels called to bring healing, compassion, and higher awareness into the world. And it's not about, and I want to emphasize this, it's not about perfection. It's about being the messenger, being a vessel for your light in your own unique way. So we're not here trying to teach you how to do it our way. We're trying to teach you how to find out how to do it your way. And some of these different types of healing can be, they are titled as like jobs or careers as healers and nurses and teachers and artists, parents and community builders, and anyone choosing love over fear, anybody that chooses collaboration over competition, and people that live the life that they teach and preach about. So you have to live the life that you're actually talking about, right? So we talk about what is a light worker, and then we go into how to see the signs, how to recognize whether or not or how you are a light worker. Some of the signs can show up in your body as sensitive to energies and emotions, or collective, when you're in a big, large crowd, how you feel so extra sensitive because you're feeling everybody's energies around you. Sometimes it could come in feeling like you're the person that's different than everyone else, and you don't quite fit the mold, even though even in your own family, you can feel like the outsider in your own family unit, where you don't quite fit anywhere else. You sometimes have a very strong pull to help heal or guide or try to give advice to other people because you just want to help them. Also recognizing synchronicities and recognizing signs and symbols everywhere, because when somebody sees 222 and they're not in line with what it is that they're even recognizing, it just passes them by. But when you're recognizing it and you're like, that means something to me, I might not know exactly what it means, but I feel pulled and called to understand what that means, right? So synchronicities, intuitive, I call them intuitive nudges. When you have those dreams that you're like, oh my God, this feels so real, and then it comes true. Or you have these gut feelings where you're like, I walk into a room and I feel like the happiest person in the world. I know that I'm on the right path. When you walk into a room, you're like, ooh, I can't, no, I don't understand this feeling. I feel there's something off. Those recognitions of whatever you're feeling internally, those are signs and symbols that you're aligning it with your own intuition, with your own intuitive nudges, right? Other ways can be empathy. A lot of people consider themselves an empath. That is what an empath is. It is a type of light worker that feels empathy so overwhelming when they're around other people and they feel their emotions, whether it's happy, sad, overwhelming, stress, anxiety. If you've ever sat next to a friend or you're having lunch and you're immediately like, oh my gosh, what's the matter? And they haven't even said a word yet. You just understand what it is that they're feeling and you empathize with them. I know from my own personal experience, I have felt all of the above. And this is, again, before there was mentors and people there to help you and guide you. So the role of a light worker in especially today's world, is holding that compassion in a time of such division that is going on right now, right? So sharing your stories and spreading love and hope and anchoring where there's so much chaos and bringing them down and grounding people around you to make them feel calm or help them feel calm. So the role is to be able to spread out by joining like Luta One Tribe and sharing your stories and your personal experiences, because it inspires other people around you, and it raises the vibration and it raises the frequency, and it helps other people recognize that they're not alone, and it helps recognize that within themselves that they're being able to help other people. So it is a two-way exchange of energy when you're sharing as a light worker your stories and just healing. This is healing your personal and ancestral wounds from within, by sharing your stories and working through it. Building bridges between communities and ideas is another way. And living authentically. You can say a whole bunch of things, but if you're not living and inspiring and sharing and collaborating and healing, those are the first steps to recognize the role of what a light worker is. And there's a lot of myths and truths in what a light worker is. So one of the most common myth is light workers are always positive, happy, and love and light only. And that they are sitting and like monks and they live this happy, nothing negative life. And that is not the truth. So the truth of what it really looks like is they work through and transmute that negativity. So they experience it. We as light workers, we experience what it is, but we transmute that negativity energy and we spread love instead. So it's we experiencing all these things, which I know that we're going to be going through that more in depth later on with Chris. And so I'm just touching base on like just the myth itself. Another myth is you need special training to be a light worker. That is also false. So there's no special training class to be a light worker. This light comes from within. That's why you are all guided to be here. This is why you're feeling a pull to be here, because you already naturally, innately have this light within you. But it's, so yes, okay, so you don't need a special training, but it does help to learn, read, learning from people that have been here and walked the path before you, asking questions, finding the answers, experiencing things for yourself. So there's no special training. Everybody can be a light worker. It's just a matter of learning the steps to take to get there. Another one is light work is big and public and this whole big movement. Sometimes the deepest light work is in small everyday actions. You walk next to somebody that is, you can see walking towards you, and just smiling at them can brighten up somebody's day. And that in and of itself is just an act of light worker. By noticing that somebody needs that extra smile, or, you know, just the small things that add up to the bigger things, right? So those are just some of the top 3 myths that as light workers, we hear all the time when talking to a lot of people. So the next section is kind of like, what is my superpower? How do I know what specifically I'm going to be working on? How do I know what, as a light worker, what that means for me? And I'm here to tell you that there's no right or wrong answer in that. Everybody feels something differently. They access it differently. It's just a matter of how you spread love and light. It's how you spread all of that collaboration and helping and healing. So when you channel, when source comes through to you, you say what comes naturally to you that uplifts others. So it looks differently for everybody. Some people that are artists can draw something that makes other people happy. Some people are nurses and they heal that way. So it's going to look differently for anybody and everybody. So it's whatever ignites that passion inside of you that is already there, and you use that passion to help heal, whatever that looks like for you. And it could be creating like somebody that wants a beauty makeover. It could be somebody that needs to just have a laugh. It could be that you're sharing your wisdom from somebody that has had 20, 30 years experience in any particular area. Anything that helps your community as a whole. So there's so many options out that could help heal in small to big ways, and also pay it forward. It's a karmic cycle that when you start to put all of this out, if you could reach 10 people and only even one of those 10 people then goes out and reaches 20 people, it spreads out like wildfire, the good kind. We are just spreading like a tree, and all the roots are reaching the entire world by helping, healing, and even with the small acts of kindness. That's what I want. Small acts of kindness. So, as a little exercise during the class, we're going to jot down 1 to 2 words that describe what your gift is. The first 2 things that come to mind. Do not overthink it. Whatever it is, and I want you to put it in the comments, write it down. What are 1 to 2 words that describe what your gift is? If you're, like I said, a nurse, a beauty, smile giver, whatever it is that you feel inclined to say, go ahead and put into the comments. If you're watching this post recording, put it into the Luta One Tribe and tell us what 1 to 2 words describes your gifts. I'll give you a couple seconds to do that. And I'm going to write down mine.
Yeah, well.
1 to 2 words describing what your gift is.
Yeah. I know what mine is.
So 2 words. You want to give me your 2 words?
Yeah. Well, I am definitely a channel.
So, okay.
I got 1 word. And a gift meaning something I help other people with, or something that I have, like a skill or
skill. Yeah.
Oh, and I'm an energy healer. Okay, so I'm a
channel, an energy healer,
and an energy healer, which means when I'm around other people, as long as I can maintain my energetic field, I can heal other people's energy when they come in contact with me. I can rebalance their energy.
Right. So energy healing and channeling.
Yeah, that's what I'd say.
So we have here also, you got all mine. Nurse, love to smile and say have a good day. Love to share skincare. Love all of this. So that's, and when you recognize that and saying, I'm not just a nurse, I am a healer through nursing. I am not just loving to smile. I give the gift of laughter and joy through smiling. And even beauty, like to be able to not say that, oh, you're ugly, I need to help you with beauty. It helps you feel more confident in yourself, and you're giving that confidence to someone. Shanti, source energy flows through me for healing both without my control and with. So as long as you're recognizing where that is, and yes, it is more than 2, but as long as you're recognizing that you have this innate energy, right, that flows through you, using that for love and using that for healing, and knowing that you have a purpose within yourself to use that, that is what a light worker is. And energy healer, see others' energies for sure. Mine is always guiding. My very first one is to be a guide. I am a spiritual guide. Whatever that looks like for whoever I am with, it might look like a smile. It may look like somebody that needs advice. It may look like a friendship. It may look like whatever it is at that time, a channel. So I consider myself to be a spiritual guide. And whatever channels through that guidance is what you get. Okay, so once now you've recognized this sentient being, see me, once you recognize this as your superpower, now we have to set up this safe, sacred space to work within. So there's a lot of different things that you can do. You can sage, you can use other tools around you. The biggest thing is setting boundaries, which we had actually spoken just about this right before the class. This is a huge, huge thing. Setting boundaries. As a light worker, we are extra sensitive to energy around us, from other people, from things, everything, right? So setting the boundary of allowing only love and joy and those that are here to love and joy and guide us in. So setting those boundaries. When and ever I start to set up my sacred space, I talk to my spirit guides. And my spirit guides, I consider them and I call them my spirit bouncers. So I picture them standing there like this. And this is my safe, sacred space, whatever that looks like to you. And it could be outdoors, it could be indoors, it could be a car, it could be within a temple, it could be in a parking lot, it could be at a store, wherever you are. Imagine whatever your boundaries that you're setting within yourself. And you have your spirit bouncers, and they have, like, this is your private club, and they have a list. And I know that any name that is on that list are only those that are here to love, support, and guide us. No one else is allowed in that list. So they are here, standing there like this. And anybody that's trying to come up in my club, they are not allowed unless they are here to love, support, and guide us. And setting those intentions of boundaries allows you to set your safe, sacred space and make it personal, whatever that looks like to you. But make sure that you emphasize that I am grounded and rooted within the earth. I am grounded and safe, and I am protected from those that are here to love, support, and guide me. Call in on whoever it is that you call upon to help you set that safe, sacred space up. So I want you to guys think about, when you're thinking about this next week, sharing those moments that you felt light come alive within you, when you feel like some joy has come over you. It could be a time that you've helped somebody, and I want you to be specific. I don't want it to be more like a generalized. Really think about times that you have experienced helping somebody, trusting your intuition that has worked out for you. A simple, like, where you chose love over fear, where you've overcome and trusted the universe, that wherever the universe has guided you, that you've listened and it's like, oh my God, I cannot believe that this has worked out. For me personally, I had a store and I thought that this was going to be it for me. This is what I needed to do. And I was going to be there for 20 years. The universe had other plans for me and said, no, you're here for a year. We're going to make it work so that you can meet the people that you're meant to meet in your life. And when the universe said, you want to be here? Well, we're going to wipe away everything else out of the way so that you can end up here. You want to go global? You want to travel? You want to do this? Well, the store is not going to work for you. You're going to have to get rid of it. And if you're not willing to get rid of it on your own and you feel stuck, well, we're going to help you out. We're going to get rid of it for you. We're going to give you bugs. We're going to give you mold. We're going to give you all these other things that'll help pull you out of whatever you're involved in. And instead of getting angry, instead of getting so sad and upset, or no, I understand that the universe has other plans for me, whatever that is. So I take all these experiences with me and say, the universe has my back. The universe is my best friend. And I surrender to whatever the universe has in store for me. And when you lead with that, it allows you to know that you're living your authentic life and trusting your intuition and not second guessing your intuition, which that's a whole nother class, is not second guessing your intuition.
Is that what you want to? Is that your next class? Is that your?
That is going to be one of my next. Yes. So not second guessing your intuition and working on your intuition. It's tuning into intuition. So it is the next phase of what it is to be a light worker, and then going into, well, now I understand what a light worker is. I understand that this is who I am and what my superpowers are. Now, how do I use it? Now that I've recognized all of this within me, now how do I use it? What does that look like? What is the next step? And the biggest hurdle I find a lot of people have to get over is not second guessing yourself. It is not that I have stronger powers or somebody has a stronger gift than me or somebody else is doing it this longer. Somebody could be doing this for 2 days and have the most in tune connection. It's not a matter of length of time. So it is just not second guessing yourself and saying, is this in my head? Am I crazy? Am I making it up? Is it source? Is it, my intuition? I don't know what it is, what it looks like, how it feels. So that's what we're going to be getting into next. So just to recap, so being a light worker is not about being perfect. It's about showing up. It's about spreading love. It's about authenticity. It's about being your true self, however that looks for you. Okay. And I would love for you to all share again on Facebook, on the Luta One Tribe group for homework this week. So sharing that moment that you felt light come alive in you, someone that you've helped, or when you've trusted yourself, you've helped yourself, because we talk about how we have to help everybody else, but we also have to help ourselves. We have to have self-love. We have to think about us too, because when we top off our cups, then we can overflow and help everybody else. But just like on an airplane, you have to put your masks on first, because if you're not 100%, then you can't help everyone else. So you have to keep refilling and replugging in and refilling your cup. So there's also, if you've chosen love over fear, that's another one. So Luta One Tribe on Facebook, or you can even post a little video and post it on our YouTube, or post it in the Luta One Tribe Facebook, whatever that, if you can do a video, do a project, whatever that looks like for you, get creative with it. Like make a big poster board, or make make it fun and exciting, or maybe you have a video of you doing something in the past that you recorded, however that looks like for you, again, because everybody experiences it so differently. That's what makes it so unique and so special. So definitely would love and cannot wait to hear everybody's stories. And I'm going to end my portion with a gratitude moment, a little mini affirmation where you say, I am a light worker, I am here, and I am ready. So I'm going to say it one more time. I am a light worker, I am here, and I am ready.
Awesome. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. And I hope all of that resonated with you guys who are listening from wherever you're listening. Maybe you're on YouTube, maybe you're on our Luta One Tribe group, maybe you're on some of our pages, which Jax, I think your page clicked off for some reason. So while I'm talking, you may want to check. For some reason, it said it disconnected. All right. So now that we have an idea about, the basics of a light worker, and the reality is that all humans have the ability to be light workers. Only some humans have chosen to accept that role, because we all have free will. That is a gift given to us in this particular human form. if we all know that we are originated from source, humans have free. We are a we are a spirit and a soul in a human body, and this is our avatar. I believe most of us are aware of that. So with this avatar comes the ability for free will. Now, here's where it gets a little fun and a little strange. So over there on the other side, everything that we've ever wanted is there. We have unconditional love constantly, and everything's basically perfect when we're in our soul form. We're not squeezed into this little avatar body. But when we came down here, that's when we get to experience what it feels like to feel, to smell, to taste, to touch, to see things. Just those gifts of being able to see things out of our eyes is a real gift. And we actually learned these senses in kindergarten. But we come down here and we're crying and we're sad and we're in pain and we're miserable. And guess what? That's a gift as well. It is. To have a tear coming down, that's when all of our energy and all of our emotions has been coming right out. And then it comes out in the form of a tear. A tear is one of the most beautiful things that this avatar suit, this earth suit does. We should be very thankful that we get to feel all of these things. All right, so there is a hidden struggle to light workers, and most likely, if you're listening to this, you've experienced this for your entire life. And what that means is even when you were in kindergarten, first grade, second grade, third grade, you felt those bullies. You felt that energy. You could feel when the teacher was a little off. You could feel when that other kid who was being mean to those other kids, there was a part of you that knew that that bully was in pain. And then there was a part of you that saw those kids being bullied and probably wanted to defend them. Most of us are black sheep. Most of us did not go with the crowd. In fact, if this was the crowd, we were like, we're not going with the crowd. We were the weird ones. I've always been called weird. You know, even when I meet a group of girls, I kind of sometimes I might look normal maybe here or there. And then they're like, you know what? She's just plain weird. I'm like, thank you. Oh, take that as such a compliment. So the struggles that you've experienced your entire life, and I'll just read some of them, but misunderstood by family and friends. And a lot of times, I'll just talk about family and friends. As a light worker, you know, it's interesting. They say you have that 144,000 seeds that are light workers placed throughout the globe. Cool. I love it. I agree with it potentially, but I also think everyone has these abilities. So you were born into these families that their vibrational pattern was different than your vibrational pattern. And they were maybe a bit more human in 3D and living on this earth. So they came here and they probably have a lot of judgment, some deep-rooted belief systems. They placed a lot of expectations on you. Many light workers have been placed in families where they were exposed to narcissism and narcissists. Many light workers and empaths were exposed into toxic environments. And most light workers have had some sort of trauma in their life that they've had to overcome. This is what I've seen in my work. And with most of the people that I work with, they have some sort of trauma, toxic environment, or narcissistic, involvement. Why? Because, believe it or not, these toxic, narcissistic, trauma, they are part of your team on the other side. So your soul came down and it was like, okay, I'm ready. I'm coming down to earth. I'm going to feel everything. I want to evolve my soul and help to evolve source energy. And what a light worker does is it evolves little dark pockets that have formed from source's light. And with light, there comes dark, and that's the yin and the yang. The light worker is here to evolve some of the darkness and some of the gray areas. So you had to come down and live in the darkness, because how else would you know how to evolve the light? How else would you know how to be a light worker? How else would you know how to have empathy over people who are living in darkness? So another symptom of a light worker is you had to experience everything. And what that means is there's been addictions, like, oh, what's this? Let me get addicted to that and then go find the light again. Oh, let me experiment with this thing that I'm not allowed to. And then let me see if I can find the light again. Oh, look at this poor, damaged, toxic human. Let me try to heal them. And this has been a constant, and even with your families, a lot of you are still exposed to this because of your family. So you're still experiencing evolving this light, which is why our lives have not been easy. I'm just going to tell you that right now. They have not been easy. Most of you listening, your lives have not been easy. And that's because you came down here to evolve the human species. So coming down here, especially as a light worker, is it puts you on the front line of source energy. This is not easy. Earth is a school for our soul. Yes, it's a matrix. Yes, it's a grid. Conversation for another time, for sure. But please understand you're not alone in some of the things that you've been experiencing. Now, here's what comes in. So in week 1, which is where I like to start people, and I know a lot of you have been experiencing and living your lives as light workers for so long, but like Jack said, you don't need training to be a light worker, but it helps so that you're not constantly getting infiltrated with this energy, like the toxic energy, the narcissistic energy, the empathic energy, which means you're feeling everything from anyone. Without training, that infiltrates your soul every single day. So it's very important to get training. And we are going to be working on training as these classes go on. We can't, in a perfect world, we would love to give you everything right now, but we can only get so far in an hour. And so we have to figure out what seeds can we plant in your soul right now that will root and grow. So knowing your mind is your first step of being able to step into your superpower and step into your power as a light worker. You must understand that your mind shapes your reality. I'll let you sit with that for a second. Mind shapes your reality. Now, what that means is if your mind is full of trauma and past pain, future anxiety, guilt, shame. Jack's talked a lot about love versus fear. Yes. What does it feel like when you're afraid? Fear comes in and it's hidden in 1,000 different places. Even when you're driving in the car and you have a bit of anxiety about left and right, that is fear. Saying out loud that you're a light worker to people that you know, and all of a sudden you feel this like throat chakra block. That is fear. Being afraid of being judged if you were to live authentically. That's fear. So there's actually just love and fear. We could boil it down to this basic energetic stream. Now, fear, like I said, it hides itself. So you want to notice that fear, financial fear. We have a lot of financial fear. Everyone's feeling financial fear right now. So there is a little bit of that darker energy that wants you to be afraid. And there is the yin and the yang. There is the light and the dark. That is a real thing that exists. And some of that lower vibrational energy wants to keep you afraid because then you're not shining, you're not healing, you're not evolving, and you're not helping to live your purpose, your mission, your message, your movement, and basically helping to evolve the earth. Because when the earth evolves into the new earth, it's going to have a different light vibration pattern. So that darkness is not going to be as dark anymore. And guess what? That darkness has formed an energetic field. And that energetic field from that darkness wants to be fed. It really does. It's a thing. I call it the chaos maker, if we haven't talked about that yet. So the chaos maker likes to come into your life all the time. And that's basically that which, has that little dark energy to it that says you're not good enough. You can't do this. You're not going to have money. You're not going to survive. You're going to be homeless. You should go fight with your neighbor. Don't forgive your family. Don't help that guy on the side of the road. He should get a job. All the dark thoughts that roll through all of our minds all of the time is from the collective chaos maker dark energy that tries to infiltrate. So understand that your mind shapes your reality, and I want to call it like a cell phone charger. So which cell phone charger are you plugged into? Are you plugged into the light or are you plugged into the chaos maker? Because if you're plugged, and it's as simple as a battery charger. If you're plugged into the chaos maker, it's going to begin pumping things into your mind that make you feel unwell. It makes you feel sick in your chakra system. And then when you're sick in your chakra system and you're plugged in, then it begins to generate thoughts in your mind. And then it begins to generate words that come out. And they sound something again, like, I'm not good enough. I can't do this. I'm I'm ugly. I'm a failure. I'm going to be poor I'm going to be poor. I'm gonna lose my house. I'm gonna. Blah, blah, blah. It's all there. It's a chaos. It's chaos, chaos, chaos. Right. So all we have to do is be like, wait a minute. I am not plugged into the correct vibrational pattern. I don't want you to swim around in there and try to figure out why you're feeling this way and if there's something wrong with you. Maybe you need to go on meds. You do not. You do not. You do not. There is nothing wrong with you. You just need to plug that charger out and plug it into the light. And the light says, I love you. I'm all supportive. I'm around you at all times. You are not alone. Ask and ye shall receive. Trust my guidance. Trust and have faith on what I'm putting in front of you. Stay on your yellow brick road. Forgive your sister. Help that poor person who needs $1 or $2. It doesn't matter if you don't have enough in there. Help anyway. Smile. Like Jack said, smile, smile, smile. Smile. Look at someone in their eyes and smile. We forget to smile. I do it constantly. I see someone and I'm like, whoop. And I'm like, no, I did it again. So I've really tried to like make eye contact and give them a big old smile. Hello, hello. It might seem strange, but that is light energy. And that helps to rebalance and plug my charger into the light source, which is where I want it to be. Now, the moment you get busy, distracted, or something unexpected happens, you switch instantly out of the light source and plug back into the dark source. So this happens each and every moment. So remember, your mind shapes your reality. So always monitor your thoughts at each moment. Identify emotional triggers. Okay, so that's the next one. Identify emotional triggers, because we do not realize how often we are triggered. I probably got triggered like 10 times today, and I had to reset my energy over and over and over again. And it's because, okay, I'm going to hope he's not listening, but I'll go with the text message. Okay, let's just talk about it. Simple text. I text someone. I expected them to text me back. And you know what? It wasn't like I expected them to text me back like later. I wanted them to text me back like within the hour. Okay. So what happens when that didn't happen? That's an emotional trigger for me. That's the chaos maker coming into my mind going, oh, well, that person just didn't think about you. Oh, they're probably on their phone, but they were too busy to text you back. Oh, they must not care about you. Oh, they don't love you. Oh, they don't even want to talk to you. Nonsense, nonsense, lies, 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 all lies. Lies from the chaos maker. Now, if I'm not paying very close attention, I'm all of a sudden getting all these feelings like, oh yeah, I'm going to be mad. Oh yeah, what am I going to do? Oh, you know what? I'm not going to text them back now. Forget it. Now they don't get my no. And when they text me back, I'm going to be mean, right? So this is how this happens. And it happens everywhere, even from, the people, some guy cut you off in the car. And I know I talk about this, but it's because we have these everyday experiences. So emotional triggers, if you know you're going to be emotionally triggered by talking to someone on the phone, prepare yourself. Monitor your energy. If you know I'm going to speak to this person on the phone, and every time I speak to them, I have all these emotional triggers that come through. Remember, your emotional triggers are coming from your belief system. I know that that's tough. It's your belief system that's making these triggers happen inside of you, that's making you feel upset. It's not their belief system. Maybe their belief system is I'll text you back in 5 hours when I'm available. That's their belief system. They're actually over there innocent, living their best life, and you're over here stewing over what? They haven't even thought about you. I mean, and not in a mean way. They're just busy, and they're going to talk to you when they talk to you, right? Okay. So judgment. Right? So here's the thing. I wanted to go outside. I had my dogs. I'm out there, and all of a sudden it starts pouring. What am I doing? I'm like, oh, here we go. It's raining. The dogs are going to pee in my house. Here we go. Instant judgment, instant drop, instant low vibration. Things aren't working well. Now the text message didn't go through. Now my computer didn't work. I can't get my cell phone to charge. Actually, it's on low. So these are the things that we experience all day, every day, that everyone is experiencing. And this is what gets into our head. And this is what creates a block. And this is what stops the channeled messages from coming through. And this is what makes it difficult to plug into source energy. And this is why it's so important to stay present. And I know Jack set this intention with staying present throughout your day. So if you want to know the cure to all of this, it is present moment awareness. In a perfect world, everyone's like, oh, easy, I got that. I learned present moment awareness years ago, but we didn't. But we should have. We should be teaching present moment awareness to babies, to children. It should be the number one thing we're teaching them, because guess what? This is going to be a tough one too. The past does not exist. And this is going to be very hard. Everyone just listen to this. The past, every single second that you've experienced up until this very moment, it is 7:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8/27/2025, does not exist.
As
it is a figment of your imagination only. And I know that that's a tough pill to swallow. You're like, oh no, I experienced that. That guy did this to me, and that my sister did that to me. Guess what? No. And here's the thing. Your past is as unique as your fingerprint. So in my mind, yeah, sure, my sister didn't text me back. Yeah, that guy didn't text me. That's in my mind. In my sister's mind, she felt very justified by what she did. She loves me very, very much, and she'll talk to me later, but we just had a miscommunication. In the person's mind who didn't text me back, he was just busy. He had work going on. No one thinks that except for me. It's in my mind. It's my past story, my past imagination, my past perceptions. And I allow myself to get all pained out about it, this and that, complaining, beliefs and judgments and this. Guys, let your past go. Make peace with it. And I mean, if you're listening to me at whatever moment, and it was 5 minutes ago, you glitched and got into a little argument with something, guess what? It's over. Let it go. Reset that energy. Give yourself and everyone who's around you, everyone who's involved with you, a chance, a real, honest, loving chance based out of source energy, compassion, love, forgiveness, kindness, and a reset button. Give them a chance to make a different choice right now. So the person didn't text me. Cool. Eventually, they're going to text me. And when they do, I have a choice to make. A, bring my past into it and be really nasty and further perpetuate the chaos energy. Or B, reset, know that that past doesn't exist, and come at them with kindness, love, and compassion, and maybe say something like, I really missed you when you didn't text me, and next time, if I text, if you're available, can you send me a quick thumbs up so I know that you received it? Guess what? There's no chaos being spewed there. I did not unplug that person's charger out of their light source and plug it into dark. I didn't plug mine out into dark, because if I had, we're both fighting now. Had I plugged mine out and plugged into dark and said, you know what, you didn't text me, you don't care about me, you love me and you hate me. Now that person just plugged their cell phone into the dark, and now they're like, you know what, I do hate you, and I'm not texting you for 4 days now. Look at what that choice did. Look at what that one choice and how that rippled into all of our reality. Look at the ripple I created just by unplugging that battery and not being aware, present, and conscious of the dark energy and plugging it into light energy. And we have a choice. You are all facing a choice right now. Even from the moment you get out of here, you're facing choices. And the question is, who do you work for? Who do you represent? Are you a true light worker? Do you represent source energy? Do you want to stay plugged into the light? Because the light forgives. Thou shalt forgive. Forgive them. Thou shalt not judge. Forgive them, for they know not what they do. Stay in the light. Let that past go. And this is stuff that we work on. I know a lot of us have had this trauma in our past, and it's hurt us. And when trauma comes in, it creates an energetic glitch into our brain that so as much as we want to release that past, sometimes it keeps playing like an over DVR system. We actually have to transmute that energy. Again, I want to give you all of this in an hour, but I can't. So come and stay plugged in with us. Stay plugged into our Luta 1 tribe. Stay plugged into our sessions on Mondays. Stay plugged in. And if you can't stay plugged in with us, there's so much information on YouTube about source and light and love and near-death experiences and present moment awareness and meditations, because all of those modalities keep you plugged into the light. When you're plugged into the light, your vibrations are very high. When your vibrations are very high, you naturally want to smile at people. Your cup is overflowing with love and overflowing with light. Like what Jack said, you have to take care of yourself first. You have to put your mask on before you can take care of anyone else. So we want to stay plugged into the light. All right, so I covered that. Now I just thought patterns. Oh, we talked about that, interestingly enough, and daily energy shifts. So again, with these thought patterns, we've been trained. Our mind has been trained. Well, actually, our mind has not been trained. Our mind has been untrained forever, because unfortunately, we are not training our children in this quite yet, but I'm working to change that so that we're able to keep changing how we're able to get these kids able to understand how to monitor their energy from a young stage. So with the thought patterns that are coming in, they've been untrained for so long, and you've been implemented with, reaction patterns, feelings of anger, feelings of frustration, feelings of hatred, feelings of impatience, and a lot of this judgment and separation that has been ingrained into your mind. So we do have to untrain that, unlearn that, in order for us to have clear source energy plugged in and monitor your energy shifts that happen to you on a daily basis. So from the moment you wake up, even the moment you wake up and you have a pit in your stomach because it's a Monday, that is the moment that you need to go through your training, go through your present moment awareness practice, reset your energy. Think about the things you're grateful for. Think about the things you need to forgive. You may need to forgive that it's a Monday, accept that it's a Monday, and then be grateful that you have a cozy bed. Be grateful that you actually have a place, that you can put your head down on. Be grateful that you're breathing. Be grateful if you have 2 arms and 2 legs, you are blessed. If you have eyes that allow you to see, you are blessed. If you have, teeth, you're blessed. Those without teeth are blessed too. It's not like I'm judging you if you don't have teeth. Because you have a mouth and a voice. If you have a voice, you're blessed, right? These are all little things, because guess what? Some people don't have their voice. Some people don't have their eyes. Some people don't have their hands, right? So there's always things we can be thankful for. And we remind ourselves of all of the things that we can be thankful for. And that's kind of an energy hack for your week. And I think that, and what happens is, to go full circle, as you monitor your mind, because that creates a filter, which I can't go into today. I'll probably go into next week about how this creates a filter, because that's what filters your superpowers. That's how your superpowers come into play, is when you remove the filter. But you can't remove the filter until you know it's there. So when we get you and train you and teach you how to remove the trauma, remove the past, remove the anxiety, remove the fear, remove the filter, then your superpowers start coming in full-fledged, like you are healing, you are alchemizing, you're a light worker, you know what side you're working for, you're smiling at everyone, you're healing everyone you walk around, and now you're on your yellow brick road, and now you're on your path, and now you can manifest the life of your dreams and of your destiny. And at that point, we get to figure out whether you do have, what's your mission? What is it? What's your purpose? Do you have a message to share? Maybe you have a movement. Maybe you actually have an entire movement in front of you. In fact, some of you who are being really kind of kept in the lower vibrational energies, you have a movement, a message, and a mission. Like, you can go global. If they know you can go global and you can help a lot of light workers, they're going to up their antics a little bit to keep you subdued in fear. So fear is the enemy. I'm going to tell you right now. Chaos maker and fear is that which is the opposite of who we are. I don't want to say we have enemies, because we love everyone and we don't do that. So we're going to love that too, but understand what that is. That is the platform we want to stand on top of. We stand on top of fear. We rise above it. We do not let it pull us down. Okay? So as far as your week, I'd love for you to think about and notice what your triggers are, because we all get triggered. Like, even someone having a circumstance where, like, a friend did something that they just shocked them. That's a trigger, my dog ate grass and threw up on my floor. I'm triggered by that. It's not the dog's fault, but it triggered me. Social media triggers me. People who don't text me back trigger me. So remember that. All right. So having said that, guys, just let's see. Oh, here we go. We got some. Let's show what that is. Please join. Yeah. So YouTube, guys, join us on YouTube. This was our class for today. Oh, here we go. We have Lisa. Lisa, good to see you.
Well, Facebook was cutting in and out.
Okay.
So I posted the best and easiest way is to join us on the YouTube channel and share it out that way. It's this is what it looks like right here. It's listed Luta One Tribe, at Luta One Tribe under YouTube, and it'll allow you to hopefully not lose us because Facebook has been finicky all night tonight. And if you can share it out to your friends and family and help us get up to the 50 subscribers so we can go straight live. We will be going live more often, especially in the beginning, doing like readings and fun stuff and all of these different things. And hopefully leave the glitches behind, which is also a trigger that we have to
watch your triggers. So that's what I have for this week is monitor your triggers. Oh, Colleen, I love that. Thank you. Thanks for popping in. Jumped on there too. Love the class. Thank you so much. And this is just your daily plug-in. Wednesday wind down. Wednesday wisdom. Words of wisdom.
Words of wisdom.
I like Wednesday's words of wisdom.
I like that too.
Yeah, I like that too. And again, it's just about staying plugged into the right source. And right's not the correct word because there's no right and wrong because it's all beautiful. Plugged into the light source. We want to plug into the light source. If you find you plugged into the other source, it's just as simple as unplugging, resetting, and plugging. Thank you, Lisa. We appreciate it. Everyone, we appreciate you coming on from wherever you're watching from. We will be sending this out in an email, and we will be sending some text messages out. And again, just stay connected with us. Just stay plugged in and have a great week.
And don't forget the homework. So my homework is I want to know your triggers. I know that might be a lot to say for you out loud, but it does help to put some of your triggers down because it helps to bring them to the light. When you bring them to the light, they lose their power. Okay, so I like to name all my triggers. Every time I have a trigger, I'm like, that was a trigger. I need to reset that trigger. And all it is a vibrational energy glitch. So it's not like there's anything wrong with you. You just have a vibrational pattern that no longer aligns with you moving forward. It's that simple. Don't make it personal. And Jackson's homework is what? Superpower stuff? So it is sharing that moment that you've recognized when you've either trusted your intuition, you've chosen love over fear, or that you've helped somebody where you feel like the light has finally come over you, where you first initially like a memory that you recognized, this is me being a light worker. This is my story of a light worker. A memory that is ingrained in you that you know that my intuition is there. I've trusted my gut over not second guessing myself.
And there was this beautiful man on TikTok, and I say beautiful, his heart and soul was beautiful. I would say physically he was challenged in the looks department, but that is what makes him beautiful to me because he was so authentic. And he said and it just broke my heart. He said, well, no one ever smiles at me, but this girl did. This girl smiled at me, and she's the most beautiful girl I've ever seen. And that broke my heart. And I'm like, we do not understand the power of a smile.
One small act of kindness. One simple smile.
And look at people in their eyes. Notice how often you're not. I know. I've been trying to notice how often I'm not looking people in their eyes and not smiling. So let us that be your bonus homework forever. And let's just start smiling at people. Just hi, hello, good to see you.
See if you take a selfie. Say I'm on a smile, whatever, and take selfies with random people. And
I love that. Okay, so a compliment. Like, I love your shirt. Your hair looks good.
Yes.
Random acts of kindness. Random acts of kindness. Negative.
All day long, people share. The teachers talk about the kids in their class, and they only talk to the parents about negativity. They at work, they only recognize the negative. And then when we think back of our past, we don't remember so much of the good times as much as we do the negative times. So if we can start just complimenting, like if somebody is a good server, I grab their manager and I say, I just want you to know that I just had a really amazing experience. So I literally tell them, oh, your hair looks amazing. I love that shirt. I love your eye makeup, whatever it is. it's just such a simple act of kindness that you can start. And by sending out that love and by sending out that vibration of positivity and healing, whatever that looks like, again, with even just as small as a smile, it comes back. It rotates. It's the flow of energy.
Yeah.
So
What
it
you
does.
ripple out, you ripple it out, you ripple it back. And you gave me a good idea about something that it's true. As much as I would love you, a lot of the spiritual masters tell you to burn that past up. And when you get to mastery level, you will get to that point. But since we're in, our foundational level at this point, every time you have a thought of a past trauma, a past pain, or a past hurt. Now remember, that happened anything before 8:06 Eastern Standard Time, 8:27, anything previous to that, or anything previous from whenever you're watching this, I want you to turn that past pain into something that you're grateful for, even if it's in the past. Like, yes, that person hurt me, but I'm very thankful that I was able to forgive myself and change my situation. Yes, that trauma was very detrimental, but look at how far I've come and how many people I've been able to help since that trauma. So turn it around, reprogram the energy in your mind so that it's not a pain in your mind, but a gratitude and a grateful and a learning. And you're going to have to do it often. And the stuff, it just flows in, You're going to have to keep doing it until it stops flowing in. And I promise you it will stop. And then you'll hit mastery level and you actually don't have any more past. I don't hold the past inside of me. I'm practicing. I'm a practicing master. So I'm never a master. I'm always a practicing master, constantly practicing and always trying to do better and make a better choice in this moment that I made a minute ago. And that's all we can do is make a better choice and decision at 8:07 than I did at 8:06. That's it. That's the only thing in my control and the only thing in my power. I can't make a choice in what's happening at 8:10. I can make a choice right now at 8:07 to be love and to smile and to forgive and to be kind. And everything else is an illusion. Okay?
It actually takes more muscles and more energy to frown than to smile. Just realize. It's the same thing as saying to a child that says, oh, because I said so, instead of just in the exact same amount of words explaining why you're making the decision that you're making. So using your words and using your actions intentionally is really important too. So knowing that you are sending out that love with intention of, I'm stuck in traffic, oh my God, blah, blah, blah. Instead of saying, oh, I have an extra 10 minutes before I get home, before all of the hustle and bustle at home, and I get to just enjoy music, or I'll just get to enjoy some alone time. Flip the script. It's a mind shift. So I always tell my husband too, I'm like, it is a mind shift. What is an extra 5 minutes of your life that you get to spend alone with yourself, hanging out, listening to music, and just relaxing? So silver lining in every single situation that you were able to find, to turn the script and to just shift the mind shift. And when you start shifting that mind over and over and over again, it becomes automatic routine. You do not even realize, after you've been driving for as many years as you've been driving, you don't even realize how you're doing it. It's voluntarily, it's involuntarily, like you just automatically, it's on autopilot. The same thing happens when you start doing this often, the positive affirmations or the smiles or any of the shifting of the energy. The more you do it and the more you bring it in, the more it just becomes automated, and you don't have to worry about plugging in one place or the other. It just automatically always plugs into the light.
Into the light. That's what we want to retrain so that we're always plugged into the light. And every time we catch ourselves, we just plug back in. Nope, reset. All right, I love it. Okay, y'all, thank you so much for joining us.
Have a wonderful week.
And we will see you Monday. And Monday is September, so September's schedule will be out Monday, so you don't want to miss it. Again, if you're interested in coming on, if you have if you need a reading, or if you have a story or a message, come on, get a hold of us. You can get a hold of us on a lot of different ways. All right. I think that's it. Thank you.
And if you're in the local area, don't forget to stop by next Saturday, not this Saturday, but next Saturday.
September 6th.
Yes, September 6th at the Fenn Center in Fort Pierce.
Yes, come see us. But you have to get dressed up if you're going to come.
Yes. And I
We
think you
might
have
go
to
live.
pre-buy tickets as well.
Yeah, we'll probably go live.
Hey, Kimberly, you're just coming in at the tail end.
Hi, Kimberly. Good to see you. I think you're up in Fort Pierce area, aren't you? We're going to
Yep.
be at the
Fenn Center.
Oddities. We're going to be at the Fenn Center at the Oddities Festival.
And I just want to let her know that I did also private message you about a separate event that we just did last night that helps with amazing charities. It is the Fort Pierce Women's Club, and they're also doing a huge event for October for breast cancer awareness. There's going to actually be firefighters in their bras and supporting.
Wait. Firefighters in their bras?
Yeah, women firefighters.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was all in it for the male firefighters.
I mean,
like, there's gonna be men firefighters. Count me in. You're like in bras.
Maybe, I don't know. You're just gonna have to come and find out. I'm gonna
confused.
post that also on the page so that if you are a local, this is just such an amazing community, and get involved in your own communities. You know, that's another small thing that you can do to help, and just being a part of all these amazing groups that you might not even be aware of in your own network.
Awesome. I love that. I love it. Okay. Love you guys. We will see you Monday at 8 p.m. Please tune in. Also, for any of you on TikTok, I am going to be live. Also, we're on the race on Luta One Tribe so that we can go live there on YouTube. And I'm going to be live on TikTok for anyone who wants to plug in. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's see what we have here. Oh, right.
With the firefighters.
She was all about the firefighters too. Let us know when there's some, shirtless firefighters.
We'll have to get some guys to model.
Wait, they're shirtless firefighters. They're just women in bras, so they're technically. All right. Okay. Enough. All right. I love you.
Have a wonderful night.
Have a wonderful night, and we will see you next week, Monday. We'll see you Monday.
See you Monday.
Monday at 8. I'm gonna play our video.
Live every Monday at 8 p.m. Spiritual Coach Kristen and Coach Jocks, we are a global spiritual training academy, here to teach you nothing. Because the truth is, you already know. Our role? To help you remember your mission, your message, and the movement you were born to lead. Expand consciously, live authentically, discover your truth, enhance your gifts, master your superpowers. We are Lightworkers and bridge builders, united as a species of Earth, and together we are stronger. Together we are one tribe.